and welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is season 8, episode 24, number 339. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024.
Wow. Happy New Year, 2024. So we're still in the part of the year where it sounds like it's not a real year yet.
I know, right? I was thinking about that today, actually.
We're still in the part of the year where I wrote down the date and I wrote January, whatever, 2023 and had to cross it out.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I've also done that.
Yeah.
But we're 9 days in.
9 days in.
9 days
So that
in.
was wild. Yesterday was Kayla's birthday, so happy birthday to Kayla.
Oh, happy birthday, Kayla.
As you can hear, I'm still sick. I believe when we recorded on December 19th, I was choking and it never got better. I finally went to the doctor after weeks of hacking and not being able to swallow and coughing and headaches and blah, 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 blah. I was convinced it was a sinus infection. And at this point, it was too late for her to really test me for anything because I was, 3 weeks out from being potentially contagious from whatever I had. See, it's still here. But the verdict was I probably did have a sinus infection. So they put me on the amoxicillin.
Nice. Bubblegum medicine.
Yeah, good medicine. And then the probiotics. I don't know if they're working yet, though, because they haven't made me poop. And I've taken 3 dosage of them. So that's the whole thing with the antibiotics.
I was going to say, isn't it supposed to just counteract the antibiotics?
The probiotics. Oh, yes.
The probiotics help with the GI stuff that the antibiotics can.
Yes.
Yeah. Frank just went through a couple of series. I'm like well versed, and he actually had surgery. Huh?
Oh my God. Is he okay now?
Sinus. Well, so he had it's a minor surgery and it went well and everything. And it's for basically sinusitis or whatever. So to fix
there is a cat staring at me out the window. I'm so sorry.
What kind of cat?
A calico cat. It roams around. Cats are, when you were talking, something caught my eye. And it was the tail. And then I got up and it was just staring at me. I'm so sorry.
It's probably
the time there was the mouse.
Because it's raining outside. Let me in.
I'm sorry, kitty. We've seen that cat. That cat used to come around and I think that cat it used to come up to the back door, and I think that's why Zoe never came downstairs again. Because once upon a time she came down here and then one day she just stopped, and if you brought her down, she ran back up, refused to be. I bet you that one, I don't know, some creature around here, I think, scared the shit out of her. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I was not. I thought it was like paper.
Oh my God! Now you have to take a picture of the cat, and share it. We gotta know what this cat looks like.
I scared it off when I started yelling, but when I see it around, I am so sorry. Okay, again, better than the time I saw the mouse outside.
Yes, dude, that's what I assumed.
I thought it was like all your snake stories. I'm like, oh my God, it's a snake inside the house.
No, it's too cold for that.
That's where my mind went.
They're sleeping in the ground somewhere. Okay, I am so sorry. So yes, Frank had surgery.
No, I was just saying that an ironic effect of this, it's to help with sinus headaches, but it kind of gives you one for the recovery period. So it's still sort of in that, but yeah, and has to take more of the amoxicillin for potential for your basic post surgery, don't want to get an infection thing.
Right.
So, anyway, yeah.
Well, I hope by next week he's back to normal.
Yeah, me too.
And I am.
I hope that you're back to normal soon too.
Yeah, me too. I kind of wonder if maybe the antibiotics aren't working because I don't know, whatever.
How many days has it been?
Yeah,
that you've been
I've taken. So I went on Sunday, And of course, the pharmacy wasn't open on Sunday. So yesterday was the first day. So I've taken 3 dosage. And then actually now at 9, I didn't bring them down. So when we're done, I'll go take my 4th one. Two tablets, one tablet twice a day. So anyway.
Yeah.
But it's dry January, so I'm also in my tea drinking era.
Yay.
Nice.
Which I
Cheers
would
you
have
with
been
my
anyway
water.
because I
Yeah.
can't breathe.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Decided to go more the damp January route.
And that's kind of what I think we're going to end up doing too.
You know, I'm sort of trying to limit myself to like not really drinking during the week.
Yeah.
And when I do, it's just like one.
Yeah.
A couple times a week.
Exactly.
So
which is normal.
I was going to do completely dry January. And then I was like, I don't want to.
Well, because there's also something about telling yourself you can't do something that then makes you want to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what it is. That's totally like,
because we did
no pressure.
Because I would say the first dry January was 2020 and I lost like 10 pounds and my skin looked great and I was like, this is wonderful. And then all the dry Januaries since, I've substituted alcohol for chocolate. So I've lost nothing.
Yeah.
And this is the time of give it a couple more days where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I'm not getting any skinnier.
Yep.
I'd rather just have the beer.
Exactly.
Instead of this candy that I don't really like, but I crave the sugar. So here we are.
Yep.
I don't know.
I hear you.
But again, we're going to dry January ends on the 16th, on the 26th, because that's when we're going to Italy. And I'm not going to spend the first 4 days in Italy
not drinking
without having wine.
Yeah. That's fair. It just seems like you're a missed opportunity.
I know, right?
Like not doing vacation properly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to like Alaska, I'd be like, that's fine. We can wait until February 1st, but I'm going to Italy.
Yeah. If you were in Alaska, you would be cold. You would be.
I would be like, give me the hot tea and maybe a bit of Bailey's, even though I don't like Bailey's.
Whatever you have.
It's what we do in cold places where there's not much else to do.
That's a very good point. And I don't know. I've got nothing. I've got no examples. Anyway, yes, but we did the damp January last year, and that went pretty well, actually.
Yeah,
because again, it wasn't being like you can't have this.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's
anyway.
like I'm trying to just like not drink during the week, but like I'm having a beer right now, like just as an exception. We had some like
because this is a social occasion.
Yeah, and like we had some like nice stout in the fridge, and I was like a little afraid Daniel was going to drink it all before I got a chance to drink it. And it's raining, so I'm like, I'm just gonna do it.
That's usually what happens with us with the candy or the sweets. I never get any of it, and it's always, well, you don't drink it fast enough, and I'm always like, well, I'm not a sweet person. I'm a savory person. Except dry January, where I'm like, oh, this is my time to get those calories somewhere else.
Yeah, no, that's me with the chocolate. It's like I'm like, well, you didn't eat it. It was there.
Yeah, and
it was there. It was there. You could have eaten it as well,
that's
but
what
you
Jay
didn't.
always says.
So I ate it.
You didn't do it. Yeah, well, I will say the amount of chocolate I've had over the last couple of days, I feel icky because I really don't like chocolate that much. But it's all peppermint, and I like peppermint flavored things.
Oh, yeah. Dark chocolate and peppermint, like
it's what it is.
It. There's something kind of addictive. Junior mints. It's like that's the thing. Okay, sorry, minor tangent. Junior mints,
have it
delicious, but like those effing boxes, they are too big for one sitting, but like they're too small for like multiple sittings. So like you find you eat like 2/3 of it, and you're like, well, I can't put this tiny bit back. But I feel gross eating the whole box. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Just
be better.
Have a second sitting.
Right? Be better, Junior Mints.
With all the inflation, you'd think they would have kept the price the same, but shrunk the box like everybody else.
Right? I almost wish they would do that, because then it's like I wouldn't have this conundrum.
Fair enough. I feel like that about Milk Duds. There's something about same with Butterfingers, the satisfaction of picking them out of my teeth.
Oh God.
It's like second treat. I don't know. So disgusting.
No, I get it.
Oh my God. Anyway.
If it brings you joy.
It does bring me joy. Just back real quick to the sick thing. So our Christmas was marred by sick. I was so it started with Zachary. I think I told you guys that he had the ear infection right before Christmas. That might have started after we recorded last, but he had a lot of popping in his ear, and then he woke up and there was a lot of drainage for several days. And we were like, okay, well, your body's doing what it's supposed to do, which is get rid of the fluid. He had a cough, but it wasn't like a terrible cough that like justified keeping him home from school or whatever. It was just like a cough here and there. So that was that. I picked him up from Parks and Rec the day before Christmas Eve, and he was crying. He had a sinus headache, like a lot of pressure. Then he was fine by Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, he was fine in the morning. And then 3:00 in the afternoon, he was like, I don't feel good. And he confessed that he had been having like some diarrhea all day, which we didn't know about, but he said he didn't feel good. He slept through like all of Christmas dinner. Jack and Cindy came over. He was just like, he didn't even care. He was just like, no offense to them, but he was so sick that he didn't want to move. So he slept like through Christmas. He woke up the next morning and said he still, was still having stomach issues. So I gave him some Pepto, and within 5 minutes of that Pepto, he started throwing up and proceeded to throw up for 24 hours.
Oh my God.
Oh, poor buddy.
I mean, I will spare you the details, but it was I did like 6 or 7 loads of laundry that day. It was disgusting. It ended with him sleeping in my bed because he had gotten sick in his bed, and then getting sick in my bed, trying to hold it in, spraying puke on Jay's closet, the walkthrough, it was.
I'm having the weirdest deja vu. Has this happened before?
Maybe.
No, it could just be a real feeling of deja vu, but
I mean, it may have happened, but this particular. Oh, yes. That was when Zach and I had the stomach virus, and we had the food poisoning that we both got.
Oh, God.
And this was when Alex was like 3 or 4 months old. It was Labor Day weekend 2019. 2018, sorry, Labor Day weekend 2018. He missed his first day of pre-K because he was sick, and he got sick on the rug, and it was the really expensive rug that we had gotten him from not Baby Gap, but what's one of those other pretentious stupid stores like that?
Pottery Barn Kids.
Pottery Barn Kids. Thank you.
There's a Pottery Barn Kids.
There is. Sure is.
And it was his first room in this house, and we wanted to make it nice for him, and it was terrible forethought. But then we had to throw out that rug. So yes, that's probably what you're thinking is that story from 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago at this point, whatever it was. Anyway, yeah, it was. But then, so then he was still sick for several days after that. By New Year, and then Alex ended up with a fever on the day after Christmas too. So like I was sick. Jay never got sick, but poor Jay was like so stressed and overworked that he took that whole week off from work to have to then babysit 3 sick family members.
Oh no.
He was like, and I was like, I am so sorry. Like this couldn't have been fun. You thought we were going to have adventures this week. And he was like, and he was very nice about it. He was like, honestly, I just thought that we would see more movies. I was like, fair enough. But by New Year's Eve, the boys were fine. I was still coughing, and like I was coughing really badly. Like it was like what you guys heard, the one I had to keep muting myself, but worse. And Jay was like, you need to go to the doctor. And I had just gotten, okay, so fun fact, I think I might have said this, with all my doctor's visits for the Tangiers thing, I've been going to do clinic. So they can charge me the $50 copay and then the percentage of out of pocket and deductible for the clinic fee. So I get double billed.
Ooh.
So every time I have to see a doctor, and I've got like 5 or 6 appointments over the next 3 months, I'm going to get double billed, and it's very annoying and infuriating. And my blood test, because the blood test was ordered by a lab, I had to pay out of pocket for 2 of those. So I was like because Jay, on the day before New Year's Eve, Jay was like, you need to go to the doctor. And I was like, I am not going anywhere until after January 1st, because every single thing I do is going to be counted towards that fucking out of pocket. And then when I meet that out of pocket and deductible, I'm going to get my hernia refixed because my hernia is opened up again. So it's Operation Pay all the medical bills to get my hernia fixed for free by the end of the year.
Jesus. And like, this is you with insurance. Like,
with insurance. Yes.
Stupid America.
It's so infuriating.
It's so
it truly
dumb.
is. They can bill me twice, and I don't see how that's like legal. Like, I don't understand. Right? I don't. It's so infuriating. So anyway, that's why I didn't go to the.
It's not like the insurance paying it out; it's you paying it.
Yes, so they're paying a percentage. I think they pay 80% and I pay 20%. But when each visit is like $500, I'm still paying like 200 of that or whatever it is. So it's very annoying and frustrating.
Yeah, that's a big hit. That's a big hit for anybody.
It's super annoying. So I have to get a nerve test done in February, and they were like, and then something else in April. And I was just like, can we space these out? I'm going on vacation and I want to pay for that.
It's like, help me.
These tests are baseline tests, right? So it's going to be okay if my baseline is established in April versus like today, right?
And watch out, because in North Carolina, they will send you to collections faster than you can say, hey, you didn't even send me a bill. Because that literally
they tried that with me. And what happened, they took it, so they did that to me, and I was like, I never got this bill. And then they looked it up, and they found that they were sending the bills to my old address.
Yeah, and they probably give zero fucks. I mean, similar thing happened to us, and it was because we had like just moved here. We never got the bill. It was for like $30 fucking. Like, I will pay your goddamn bill, but like, don't fucking send me to. Exactly. I can't pay it if I don't know about it. Try a little bit harder to find me. Also, wait. Also, how disgusting is it to send somebody to fucking collections for a medical bill?
Yes, I know. It's so disgusting.
Infuriating.
Isn't there something where now they can't count medical debt in your credit score or something?
Oh,
isn't that a proposal or something?
That sounds. Yeah, I don't remember what happened with that, but that does sound familiar. We didn't like. This is what I've learned about collections, because actually this happened to us twice in North Carolina so far that we've been.
Oh my gosh!
One was because we weren't paying it, because I was on the phone with them like all the time to be like, hey, you billed this incorrectly. Like, anyway, so but both times like we got the letter saying that like you've been sent to collections, but apparently you don't get a hit then. You then have like a certain amount of days to like respond, either like pay it or respond, and then if you don't do it, then but I was like so pissed out. I'm still pissed just by principle, but I was really pissed when I thought that our fucking credit took a hit because of some bullshit.
Right.
Oh my God.
But also just like, how can you live with yourself if that's, people are just trying to make a living. I shouldn't blame the people, but the system is just really, really fucking bad.
It is.
You can totally blame the system. And you should.
Yeah.
What says me from my liberal castle up north.
What happened with us was I called them, and when they discovered that, I didn't call the collections agency, I called the hospital, and I was like, what is this? They discovered that it was sent to the wrong place. And then they said that they would give me 30 days to, they would take it out, which I thought once something went to collections, it didn't come out. But they ended up getting it taken out of the collections, and they were like, I'll give you 30 days to pay this. And I was like, I will give you a fucking credit card right now. It was for $17.
Oh my God. Get out of here.
It was so stupid.
That's nonsense.
It was so dumb. I was like, I will drive cash up to you. Like, this is seriously. It was so dumb.
Yeah. The reason that the second time we got sent to collections, the reason why I was on the phone with them all the time was because I noticed like it was for an annual visit, and that's supposed to be covered completely by insurance, like no copay, no deductible, no nothing. It's just it's preventive care that's just totally covered. And so I was like,
Affordable Care Act.
Yes, thanks, Obama. And so we got a bill of like what would have been left to meet our deductible, which was the $46. And it's like, on the one hand, like I'm gonna have to meet my deductible anyway, but on the other hand, like that's not what happened here. So I found out basically what happened was at an annual visit, the doctor asked Frank just like the normal questions.
Yes, this is how they get you. I know exactly what you're going
to say. In
North
Carolina, I saw an article in NPR about this afterwards, and I was like, this is exactly what happened to fucking us. So, because I don't think this would happen in California. Sorry. I don't know.
It could. I mean, you just need one doctor that's trigger happy with the bills.
So wait, wasn't
the doctor? Okay, so
I live in a liberal state. I don't. This doesn't happen to me. I don't know.
So what happened was, because it was his annual visit, I made the appointment for his annual visit. That's the visit. She's asking questions, and then he mentions, "Oh, like I have been having, sinus headaches, but I already have an appointment with a specialist. I'm going to go see him next week." That's it. That's the extent of the remark. It was in response to her questions.
Then it's no longer a wellness visit. As soon as you say there's something wrong, they can justify that it's not a wellness visit anymore. You were there to bring up this issue, and they can charge you the copay or the deductible or whatever.
It changed to like an office visit from an annual visit. And the doctor actually, to her credit, I guess, tried to like have it changed, but like because she takes the notes and then the notes go to like the billing people, and because they saw that, they're the ones that are trigger happy, and then they're like, oh well, it would be fraudulent if we changed it. I was like, are you sure it's not pretty fucking fraudulent as is? Like, what is the and so I have my annual coming up, and
so now you have to like lie to your doctor.
No, I'm going to tell her, and it's not really her fault, but it also, they're all part of it. Who can you get mad at? Because when she asks me the questions, I'm going to say, please tell me what I can say within the parameters of this annual visit, because this is what happened to us last year, and I don't want to get screwed.
So it's funny that happened to you now, because that happened a lot when the Affordable Care Act first started.
Oh, because people didn't want to have the... Yeah. But what the fuck do they care? Insurance is paying.
Well, exactly. But that was a big deal. I don't know if it was just here or wherever. But that was like a big deal when it was first passed in 2010? 2009?
Something like that.
It's too long ago to remember.
Yeah.
And I remember my OBGYN's office for the longest time had signs up that said, if you bring up anything other than your wellness visit, you may get charged an extra fee.
But like, what is preventive care if it's not talking about preventing?
Well, that's exactly
right.
It. And I think
prevent something before it becomes a bigger problem. Like,
now, 18 years into Affordable Care Act, I think I don't know what happened with Frank, but I think that now things are like, a lot of doctors have or offices have kind of like chilled out with that, because when I have my wellness visits, I tell my physician's assistant all the time, and that's how like she sent me to here and whatever, and like I'll bring those up at those visits, and they don't charge me extra now. But for a long time, it was, you could get charged extra if you do this.
So you just go to the doctor for your quote unquote annual.
And you're supposed to say everything is great.
And you're supposed to say nothing. So you may as well have not gone at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then great.
And great.
What a great system we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, when I had mine was coded correctly. And granted, I didn't bring up sinus headaches, but vaccines came up, and let's see, what did I get? I think I got my tetanus booster or something, because I couldn't remember when the last time I had one was. It had been quite a while. So what's the difference?
Right.
That was totally free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to prevent tetanus. Also important to prevent sinus headache. Like, what the fuck?
I know. It's very frustrating. That's why you need to. I bet you they saw he was new, and they thought that they could pull some shit on him.
Yeah. Well, we're actively looking to change doctors, but it's just
good.
Such a nightmare every time. Anyway.
Good. You should. Yeah. How was your guys' Christmas? I'm so sorry. We were like sick, doctors, cats in the window.
Oh my god, cats in the window. I feel like that is just a thing. I can't get an image. I can't get out of my mind. But no, our holiday was good. Nobody was sick.
Thank goodness.
Except for the cat. We did unfortunately have to say goodbye to our tree skirt. Yeah, no, Captain's fine.
Oh.
I wouldn't be that cavalier. I will actually.
I was kind of like,
thought it was strange. Yeah.
We had to say goodbye to the tree skirt. The cat vomited all over it. And
speaking of vomit,
yeah, I made the mistake of buying 100% polyester tree skirt, so you can't wash it. There's sort of nothing you could do. We had to throw it away.
Well,
Captain is still okay. He's on
thank God it wasn't a Pottery Barn Kids tree skirt.
No, it was just like a Michael's tree skirt that I already thought I spent too much money on. But apparently you have to spend more money on a tree skirt so that it can be washable in case your cat vomits all over it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's par for the course these days. We're used to it. The Moroccan rugs I get a little more mad about, but what are you going to do? He can't help it.
Does Eden understand Santa yet?
She does. She's really into the night before Christmas. We have a couple of different versions. We have the Olaf version. Highly recommend. Very fun. We've been reading it since September.
Oh, love it.
And then her grandparents got her one of those like recorded ones. It's like, it's this really beautiful book. It like opens up and it's got like a light and it's sort of 3D and you like hit the button and it's like them reading her the story.
Oh.
So she's also very into that. So she like gets that Santa is a thing, but I don't think she really has connected that like Santa is an important part of like her Christmas experience outside of like a character in literature.
Understood. Okay.
And I think we're going to kind of stay there. Like I'm not going to take her to see Santa unless she wants to go.
Okay.
Because it just seems like a lot of like
does
work.
Make for cute pictures though.
Yeah. But like she's a cute kid. I can take cute pictures of her doing anything.
That's true.
That doesn't cost me time, stress level, and money. But yeah, otherwise it was a great holiday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice. How was your Shani?
It was good. Yeah. I also took the week off between Christmas and New Year's. And at the risk of sounding, I don't know, I usually take more time off around the holidays because I'm usually traveling. This year's a little bit different. And it's nice to have more time off. But at the same time, I came back from work feeling like I had been gone for much more than just like a little over a week. So that's a success.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Yeah. It's like, it felt like a short break this year. It's like sometimes you're like ready to go back to work and sometimes you're just really not.
Yeah.
This year, really not.
We had kind of like we eased back into it also just the way that it was. I mean, because with Monday being a holiday and then there were some like doctor's appointments and stuff during the first week. So I wasn't even there for like a full 4 days. So it really did feel like kind of easing in. And then the weekend and then today we worked from home because of the storm. So that was great. So yeah, it's been like easing back at it. But it's funny because like all of last week on my Facebook memories, it's like, oh yeah, I was still on vacation that year, and I was still on vacation that year. What am I doing at work right now? But it's all right.
Yeah. I think it's because Christmas was on and New Year's were on Mondays.
So weird. So weird. But now I can't decide because next year it's going to be on Wednesday with the leap year, which also, which also feels like weird.
That's true.
Like, when is it not weird?
But I think that works out in like having more days off. I think we'll get more, right?
I'll get exactly the same amount of days off. But it's like it's not connected to a weekend. So if you want to do the bridge, as they say in French, you have to, take off at least 2 days on either side.
Yeah.
Or just be gone. And that's the whole thing is like, usually I think maybe that's why I don't notice it as much either, because usually I'm gone for 2 to 3 weeks during that period of time.
True.
So it doesn't matter. I'm taking out the same exact number of days, like no matter when it falls. But
yeah, see, my company gives us the week, so like depending on when it falls. So like there was one year that it fell, like the holidays fell on a weekend, so they gave you extra days because to like observe the holiday. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's like there are certain, when the holiday falls on certain days within the week, we end up getting more vacation days. So it's like those days, we want those. More days off.
Well, unfortunately, not this year.
Yeah. No.
Oh, Wednesday, midweek Christmas.
Yeah, because and then wait, when it's on like a Wednesday, nobody's doing shit on that Monday. Christmas Eve, generally, some people get off, some people don't.
Yeah,
that is kind of weird.
But then it's more like New Year's Day. Nobody's coming back on that Friday.
Well, yeah, that too.
So then it's like it's more that end of it that I feel like you're gonna get.
Yes, that's true.
More time.
Quick announcements. Next week we are going to do the show where we talk about Casper and Ghost. Ghost I have recently watched. Casper I don't think I've seen since I was in like 5th grade, 6th grade, whatever year it came out, 8th grade. So
something like that. Looking
forward to that. So we would love your feedback about Casper or Ghost by Tuesday I haven't ordered my new calendar
17th?
Yet. Tuesday the 16th. We will get your feedback in by 8:30 Eastern time if you can. We would love to hear what you guys think about those two movies. They may sound random, but they are not. They are both about ghosts and people that fall in love with ghosts.
People that fall in love with ghosts. I think there is a real through line there, guys. They don't seem like they're connected. Like, just think a little harder.
Exactly.
Yeah, one movie's for adults and one movie's for teens, but really kind of the same movie.
Exactly.
One has Whoopi Goldberg and one doesn't.
Yeah. One has
Christina Ricci and one doesn't.
And one doesn't.
Yeah.
One has Devin Sawa.
People trying to kill Whoopi Goldberg and one doesn't. You in danger, girl. Jay was, when the kids were sick, Zachary slept a lot that week. He and I both took like 2 naps a day. We didn't feel good either.
That's kind of glorious though. I mean, such being sick, but like
it was, but I felt like I lost like 3 weeks of my life. Like I didn't exercise. I barely left the house. But Alex and Jay were watching Dennis the Menace, the live action version.
There's a live action version?
Wait, the one? No, not Macaulay Culkin. I'm thinking of Richie Rich.
I forget who's in it, but you know who is in it?
Who?
Natasha Lyonne.
What?
She is like 12 years old in it.
Does she still have? Does she have that voice? That like deep
yes,
voice?
She's had a smoker's voice since before she smoked.
Some people are just born with it.
Exactly.
Oh right, I have seen that, but that's old as fuck.
It is old as fuck, and you know what? It is so bad.
Yeah.
But Casper's not.
No.
Can
we keep you?
Yeah.
No. So check that out. And then finally, one final announcement. Melody Simpson is going to be joining us sometime over the next couple of weeks, and that will be a show that airs in February. So we are looking forward to Melody joining us.
Woo-hoo.
I'm very excited. So
me too.
So stay tuned for that. Okay. We have been talking for quite a while. I was going to do something with horoscopes to predict our year.
Great.
Yes. Can I, before we do, but like sort of related, I recently realized that this year, my birthday, my 40th birthday, is the full moon.
Yes.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. I think it means that
lots of energy.
Yeah, do something really wild.
Big energy.
Get your crystals, charge them up.
But I was very happy to see that.
That's awesome.
Cool. That's great.
I had read that the lucky signs for 2024 were those that were born under the rat, the monkey, the rabbit, the dragon, and the snake. I don't know what any of that means, but we were the year of the rat in 1984, so
We were.
Okay, so that's good. And also, remember when we talked about how this year was going to be the year of the cat?
yes,
I saw a cat.
I saw a cat.
It's all coming together.
It's the
all
cat
happening.
era. The year of the cat it's all about the pussies. Which I believe we have some feedback about something I was going to mention anyway. I was going to mention the Golden Globes too, but I figured I could wait till then. So, oh wow, that's crazy. The little calico cat is like, too bad Zach's allergic to calico cats.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can make that cat the adopted cat. It kind of makes me wonder sometimes when the lights aren't on or whatever, if it comes and sleeps in the little privet that's like right outside.
Be like your adopted outdoor cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It belongs to somebody though. I know it has a home. It's an outdoor cat of someone. I don't know why it's outside tonight. I don't know. Okay. So just a disclaimer. I know shit about horoscopes. So this all came from people.com.
Yes. Notable astrologers, people.com.
Take it with a grain of salt. Although actually also found something that might be a little bit better, which was important astrological dates in 2024, which may be a little bit better. But real quickly, Aquarius, we're going to have many realizations in 2024. It's because we're getting acquainted with Pluto energizing the sign. Although it might feel like a rough fit at first. I can't take any more rough fits to the start of the year. The last 2 years have just been full of rough fits in the start. Anyway, I'm going to be feeling more dominant, possessive, obsessive, magnetic, and sexual. So, and this energy might stay for the next 20 years. So, rah!
Hey.
Blah, 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 blah. This is very long. And this gentleman is not that is he's trying. He's writing this for people. It's long. Pisces, Shandy. This will feel like a solid year thanks to Saturn continuing to orbit in your zodiac sign in 2024 through 2026. If you're feeling like there's a great deal of weight on your shoulders, buckle down and focus on your own needs. This can be done through adventure, as Jupiter, the planet of expansion, will be encouraging you to travel and socialize until June. Travel and socialize. Something is coming up in May.
I'll do it. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I guess official announcement, the podcast meetup weekend will be the weekend, I believe it's May 18th. And the reasoning for that was the first weekend in May was graduation weekend. And we had a no room at the inn situation. So muy expensico.
Yeah.
So it's the 17th, 18th, 19th. And whatever you do after the 19th, it's your business. It will not be at my house.
We changed the locks.
Exactly. The end. The password changes. Okay. Anything else interesting about Pisces? There's a powerful eclipse that will spotlight you in the autumn that can cause a major turning point in a significant relationship. There's
a total eclipse in April.
Ooh, I might have skipped over that.
No.
Let's see. A movement of Mars will ignite your magnetism, energy, and libido in the first half of the spring.
Oh my.
Just note that challenges or confusion around desires could begin at the end of the year. So you're going to come in like a lamb and go out like a lion. And then I got to scroll back up to Amanda. Here we are, Cancer, right? You're Cancer?
I am.
All right. The year to party and celebrate is here, Cancer.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Wow.
We're not known for being party. Yeah, we're not being known to be party animals as Cancers.
Thanks to Jupiter. Ooh, you also get a Jupiter
Oh
bump.
boy.
Your social circle, friendships, online dating, and hopes will be highlighted in 2024, especially in June.
Oh, sweet.
You'll feel a deep sense of joy and gratitude for life as you are surrounded by many people who love and adore you.
Oh, that's
Aw.
nice.
That's like last June. Wow.
Sure. Are you sure you have the year right?
I know. I was like, did I scroll up too far?
Right.
After June, you might feel more reflective, private, and nostalgic about your personal life and desires. While this isn't the best energy, it can help in reevaluating your needs, reconnecting you with people from the past, or guiding you to closure. Ooh. Let's see. And then finally, an eclipse in the spring and autumn will highlight your home, family, and domestic life. And Mars will bring you a lot of speed and excitement.
Sweet.
The beginning. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Nope, there's hooray.
Hooray. The beginning of 2024 will have you fired up to make long-term plans. In autumn, autumn will have you feeling sexy and in charge.
Okay.
There you go. Though, there's a however.
Of course.
A Mars retrograde in your zodiac sign could cause friction or stagnation in relationships at the end of the year. So just be aware.
Okay.
So, I don't know, put some healing salts out or something to fuck that Mars energy.
Charge up them crystals.
And then real quick, important astrological dates. Pluto's dance between Capricorn and Aquarius. Pluto, the planet of transformation and rebirth, will shift back into into unconventional and humanitarian Aquarius. Oh, that's right. I did hear about this Pluto thing. Now that I've read this a second time. Aquarius on January 20th. There'll be a period of Pluto retrograde that begins on May 2nd, and we'll find it drifting back into accolades and money-driven Capricorn again on September 1st, where it will sit until the 19th before entering Aquarius for good until 2043. I know that I read something about this, or my mom was trying to tell me something about this. I think it's a big deal for Aquariuses that we're in like our age of Pluto, but I'm not really sure what it means. That did not help me.
This is the age of Pluto.
Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue in the same way, does it?
No, it does not.
It's like a poor B-movie comedy.
Well, because I think, that's what my mom was saying.
For another exciting edition of Age of Pluto. Join us next time for the thrilling conclusion of Age of Pluto.
Welcome to the Age of Pluto. Year of the Rat, Cat, and Pluto. I don't know. There's some shit with Mars and Pluto in February 13th, that will shake up Valentine's Day. Jupiter enters Gemini on May 25th and stays until June 9th, 2025, which means we'll be rewarded for our witty ideas and ability to network with the right people in order to bring your dreams to life. Being bold is important. And then Venus Casmini is on June 4th in Gemini. Gemini placements. I know somebody out there is screaming at me and like, Colleen, this is all wrong. So please feel free to write in and give us our correct horoscopes for 2024, the broadcasters3@gmail.com. I don't know, something with Gemini, and Venus, and this is a great time to embody the energy of Gemini in its highest form. Intelligent, curious, inquisitive, connective, chatty, and open-minded energy is recommended. Nice. And then the eclipse is March 25th is a lunar eclipse in Libra. April 8th is the total solar eclipse in Aries. September 18th is a lunar eclipse in Pisces. And October 2nd is a solar eclipse in Libra. Mercury's in retrograde a whole bunch of times in April, August, and November. But isn't Mercury like always in retrograde?
I mean, that's my excuse for whenever anything goes wrong. Like Mercury is in retrograde, whatever.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. All right, I'm sorry if this disappointed, but you know what? Everybody, just live your life.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what the signs say.
Yeah, don't worry about what Pluto is doing.
Yeah.
Let Pluto be Pluto.
It doesn't even go here.
Doesn't even go here. What's the total eclipse of the heart?
Okay, on that note, let's take a quick break, and then we will do the feedback. Here we go. All right, we are back, ready to do some feedback. First feedback of 2024. The first thing is from Matt, and it was a picture of Gillian Anderson's vagina dress. I guess a vulva dress, because everybody's got a well, actually, everything at the Golden Globes.
Ooh, it is very pretty.
Yes. So I saw a little interview that she had done on the carpet when they were like, "What are you wearing?" And she's just like, "I'm wearing vaginas on my dress, or vulvas on my dress." And she said it was very on brand. And essentially, she has a soft drink line that she has launched that's like sugar-free soft drinks that she calls the G-Spot. So she's really leaned into that.
That's pretty awesome. The article mentions that many people called it a vagina dress, including her, and then it had to actual like OBGYNs took to Twitter to actually then, but because but as they said, I loved in the article, one of the things that somebody said that I loved is, would you call a leg a foot or a foot a leg? Would you call a penis a scrotum? No. So vulva.
No, but I just think it's interesting that rather than praise her for like the dress, the article is specifically like, well, actually, here's the difference and blah, 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 blah. When it's just like, it's focusing more on like, well, even Jillian was wrong. She said
you're
vagina.
missing the point.
It's like, that's yes. Yes, we get it. Thank you. Thank you. We understand. But I mean, I understand, proper education, but I feel like, maybe that could have been not the full focus of the article.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'm cranky because I keep coughing and don't feel well.
But yours are not wrong.
But the dress was really pretty.
It's a really pretty dress.
And you wouldn't have known that they were vulva-y unless like somebody told you. I don't know.
The female form is beautiful in any
It's a flower.
iteration. It's a flower.
Anyway, yeah, it was a cool dress. And power to Jillian for always being a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Oh, speaking of the Golden Globes, can we just mention that Lily Gladstone won?
Yes.
First Native American to win, and Native American woman, at least. But she is from Montana and graduated from the University of Montana.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. I love her
actually, that was pretty awesome. I actually saw her. She was at the I guess last year's Big Sky Documentary Film Festival. There was a short about her, and I went to it, and she was at the Q&A. So,
cool.
No big deal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Was she just as lovely in person?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very cool.
That's super cool. Yeah, her speech was quite lovely. I loved Io. What's her name from the Bear?
From the Bear. Yeah.
And Theater Camp.
Yes.
Her acceptance speech was amazing. It was so cute. She thanked the assistants of all of her like managers and agents and whatnot, because they're the ones that really answer her emails.
Yeah. Oh, nice. that was great.
I thought that was lovely. I thought that was very awesome, actually.
Yeah. I also saw that Poor Things won something or another, and I actually saw it the other day, and it was awesome.
I was actually going to ask if either of you had seen it.
I had not, but
it won a lot of things.
It does make me want to watch it.
It's one of the most visually interesting movies I've seen for a very long time.
Okay,
and I liked the story too.
Okay.
And Emma Stone, she won Best Actress. Awesome.
She won
over
Best Actress,
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Barbie kind of got shut out quite a bit. Hollywood Foreign Press was like,
Barbie got that one like consolation Best Box Office Achievement Award, which was kind of bullshit, and the jokes about it. So I thought the host was awful. We turned it on in the beginning, and the jokes were just so. And I'm not prudish, but they were so inappropriate that by like 5 minutes in, when he was like making this joke over and over again, like, billionaires, pull out. Your kids are, as we've seen from Succession and Trump, your kids are never going to be as smart as you. Like, just pull out. And like, he kept saying it over and over again, but he also kept just making other, like, just not funny, like, inappropriate jokes, where I was like, all right, boys, it's time for you to go. We're going to put this on mute for a little while.
Yeah.
But like, the jokes didn't, like, there's a difference between, and I thought it was kind of interesting and bullshit that they had all these winners that were like, Ali Wong and Lily Gladstone, and they had a lot of winners that were like, very diverse, and they still gave Ricky Gervais the best comedy award. And the clip that they're doing it when he's introing it was how they tried to cancel him for all the things that he can't say, but he's gonna say them anyway. And then, like, he's saying, and it's just like, that completely negates like whatever you were trying to go for here. Like,
truly, it was sort of like, what's the point of giving this award if you're just gonna give it to Ricky Gervais?
Right?
Also, like, I mean, anyone can joke about anything that they want. Doesn't mean that it's funny.
Right.
Well, and that was the other thing is like,
you gotta be fucking funny.
You don't have like, okay, clearly, like, there might be some jokes, some people have thin skins and they might be offended, but like, you don't have to go for the easy misogynistic, like, what did he say about Barbie? Like, it was Barbie was a movie about a doll with big boobs.
I actually missed the
intro.
Little girl has been having a hard time going to bed lately, so I missed like the first 15 minutes. I came
do not
in
need to watch it
when
it was so bad.
what's her face from the police officer from Only Murders in the Building won for Best Supporting Actress.
Oh.
For The Holdovers. I came in then, so I missed everything before that.
Yes, I do want to see. You know what? No, I still don't want to see Holdovers.
I do. I'll
Jay
see
does.
it. I'll see it for the team and report back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, but like, he made that joke about Barbie, and then he said something about how Barbie didn't become a real woman until she had flat feet and cellulite and blah 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 blah, or as casting directors call them, character actors. So it was just kind of like negating like the achievements. Like, he just went.
It's not funny.
Like, and that was the thing. Like, and even if, like, I don't know, you can make jokes about something and not have to like take the offensive, misogynistic, sexist, whatever route.
Yeah. You just have to be funny. It's again like.
Although I will say, I did hear that Joe Coy was called 10 days before the award ceremony.
Yes, because they couldn't find someone to do it.
Yeah, and most hosts get 6 months to prepare. So you do have time to workshop jokes and like figure out what's going to land and what's not going to land. And like 10 days is not a ton of time. I mean, that doesn't negate like misogyny. It truly is. Are never good and like not really the best foot to lead on, but like just to what he should have done? Just to be balanced, like 10 days for
not a lot of time
that is tough.
But he should have called up like somebody from SNL or something who's used to writing jokes in a very short period of time.
Truly,
like it can be done. That it was working with a disadvantage, but again, I don't know. I thought it was kind of shitty that Barbie didn't get a lot of recognition. And I feel like at the end of the day, the Hollywood Foreign Press just took it, or whoever it's in charge of it now. If it's not the Hollywood Foreign Press, I don't care, Matt. You don't have to correct me. Like, they didn't take the movie seriously. They also kind of just dismissed it as like, here's this movie about a doll with big boobies.
100%. Because it's like, Barbenheimer. It was like, oh, this is going to be the award season of Barbenheimer. And I think it was like out the gate. It was sort of like, well, Oppenheimer is the type of movie that like, critics and awards, this is the kind of catnip that we love to throw statues at, and like Barbie is the harder sell, and that sucks because it's like Barbie is the great example of a movie that can do both. That it can be thought-provoking and like creatively satisfying while also being commercially successful. And like I think awards have to like get over themselves and like recognize that as well.
Yes.
In my humblest of humble opinions.
I completely 100% agree. But the fashion was nice.
The fashion was nice. Also, some of it's was a little out there for me.
I love that though. Take those chances.
Take those chances. I love that for you.
I love Natalie
personally.
I love Natalie Portman's dress with the beading and the rainbows. I thought that was beautiful.
Her, like, beaded Monet number.
Yes, and some of the actresses like Taylor Swift and Naomi Watts, and I'm blanking on some of the others, but like some of them kind of wore throwback dresses to like that 90s Gwyneth style, you know? I thought was interesting as well. Then also the cutout dresses were like a big theme too.
Yeah, still don't love a cutout dress.
They're growing on me.
I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if I'll ever get there. It's fine. It's fine. People can do whatever. It's just not for me.
Fair enough. Was there anything else from the Golden Globes that was worth talking about? I don't think so. The big thing was whether or not Selena Gomez was talking shit about Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. Because supposedly there were lip readers. But you can hear somebody that was sitting at that table. So Selena goes up to Taylor Swift on a commercial break because they had the fan cams, you know, during the commercial breaks. You could see the behind the scenes stuff. And she goes up to her and says something like, what they say. And I don't know. Like, I asked him for a picture and she said no. And then the girl next to Taylor goes, Timothy? And I don't know if she nods or says no or says something like that. But that's like the biggest thing all over the internet is they have to, because I guess Kylie Jenner is team Justin Bieber's wife. And, you know, they had that whole Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez feud thing, blah, blah, blah. Yes. So I guess whatever. That was the whole big celebrity gossip. Whatever. The end. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the other joke that guy kept making when I had to like turn it off for the kids was, I guess, Saltburn. There's like what is the deal with dick in it?
Yeah, what is the deal with Saltburn? I feel so old that I'm just like, I know this is a movie, and I know like it's some sort of thirst trap that is also a movie. I don't understand.
And I didn't have any other to watch it because I saw it all over my social media while I was scrolling through Sick last week. And a lot of people said, like, for every one person that said they really liked it, like 4 people were like, the movie disturbed me. I couldn't finish it. Or I didn't like it at all. It was disturbing. It was blah, blah, blah. So I kind of just wrote it off as being like, you know, the movie that tries to be all artsy and avant-garde that just fell flat. And I guess it's about a family of demons.
Oh my.
Doing demon things. And that's what like the Saltburn thing is, I think.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm not entirely positive, but I guess this dude has a huge dick and it's out in a bathtub in a scene. And the guy made Joe Coy made the joke like about his dick being like the star of the movie. And then he was like, where did it go? Oh, it's on Bradley Cooper's face in Maestro because he wore the fake nose. So
it's a little funny, actually. Like, you know, equally inappropriate. The big nose, like the big over-exaggerated nose, like
yes,
I see the shot he was trying to make.
And that could have been fine, but he kept going back to be like, you know, get it, and like swinging like a dick with his hand.
But yes, because when a joke doesn't land, keep leaning in.
That's what he kept doing. That was why it was so awkward.
Rule 101
and they were panning.
Of stand-up comedy. Beat the joke. They will get it eventually.
The one joke about Barbie, you know, being a character actor. They cut to Selena Gomez, I think it was, and she just goes like this. She puts her head in her hands and like just shakes her head like this is terrible. And there's a clip of Harrison Ford sitting there being like, "What the fuck is this guy?" Like, and you can hear the joke like in the clip, like in this just pans to all these people, and you can tell they were like, no, bring on more champagne, peons.
True. For being the most fun award show of the year, it wasn't terribly fun. Like, I still like enjoyed watching it because I feel like there was, you know, a bit of the awards felt a little more spread out. It's like some years it's just like the same thing wins everything, and yes, to a certain extent, that happened with like Oppenheimer. But like, I think it was enjoyable to watch. It wasn't like the best time ever.
Yes. Oh, and Amanda, you didn't watch The Last of Us, right?
No, I did not.
Shandy, you did. Nick Offerman won for, I guess, guest actor or whatever for that episode.
Episode 3.
Yeah, because apparently the
and
Creative Arts Emmys were happening at the same time.
or right before it or something.
Yeah, but it was like the same day.
Oh, okay. Because I saw John Mulaney on Instagram tweeted that he had won the Creative Arts Emmy too.
So good.
Yeah, and he posted his acceptance speech online, and it was very sweet as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'll have to look that up.
I enjoyed. So this is the first time I've watched the Golden Globes in years because it was on Paramount Plus this year because it was on CBS for the first time in ages.
That's
Nice.
exactly because we always get CBS. That's like the one consistent channel we get on our digital antenna. So I was like, I get to watch it.
Nice.
Yes.
The Oscars, I have a hard time watching because it's ABC and we don't
ABC.
usually get ABC on our digital antenna.
And ABC was blacked out for us for the longest time for some affiliate or whatever, so we could never stream it through the app. So we just stopped doing it. But I think now we can stream it.
Oh, nice.
I think. I don't know. We'll find
Yeah,
out. I know the Emmys are this week, right?
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know.
Because the Emmys are usually in the fall.
Did they move them? Yeah, I feel like the Emmys usually aren't within like movie award season. But I always feel like the Golden Globes are the only of like award season that like actually acknowledges television.
It's January 15th.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Emmys. I see I see the move you're trying to make. I see you.
I don't know what channel they're on.
Oh yeah, I don't know who has the Emmys. I suppose to the internet. Let's find out.
To the internet. Oh, Fox. I don't think I have Fox. I think that's the only one I don't have out of principle.
Fox. I don't think we get Fox.
Fair enough.
There might be a live stream on YouTube though, because I feel like I have watched the Academy Awards via some live stream that somebody's posted somewhere at some point. But anyway, whatever. Here's to moving them all to Paramount Plus or Peacock. I have Peacock for the next year.
There you go.
That works. Okay. Anyway, moving on. That was a lot of Emmy talk, and I loved it. We'll do some emails. Okay, our first email's from Maggie. It was something that she found after the live show last episode last year. And it was 50 things that will be 20 years old in 2024. Are you guys ready?
Oh my
gosh.
God. I haven't
All right.
looked yet.
Yeah, I just opened it right now and I'm terrified.
I don't think we're going to read all 50, but we can skim down and read some of our favorites. The first one is Shrek 2. I could see that. Those feel like they're much older.
Yeah.
MySpace.
MySpace.
That was
that feels like a relic.
Facebook. Facebook turns 20 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gmail
was launched in
Gmail.
beta.
Wow. That's wild.
Oh, the Razor.
Oh, the Razor
Never had one.
phone. I didn't either. All the cool
It was
kids did. I
gold.
was always so jealous.
I had a gold one. I mean, it wasn't golden. It wasn't like Trump golden toilet. It was like, the color gold. I had the Nokia brick. I had like that thing.
Yeah.
I
I
had
had
that
that
one.
phone too.
Oh. Well, the Razor I'll always fondly remember it because in the Lost season 3 finale, one of the reasons that some people figured out it was a flash forward because the show takes place in 2000 and what was it? Oh, fuck. You guys are going to kill me for not remembering this. Whatever. It doesn't take place in 2007. Shit.
Well, it started
Whatever.
when we were still in
it took
college,
place-
right?
okay.
So it would have, the first season was in like 2005. Does that sound right?
No, it was 2004. Okay, I'm totally fucking this up, guys. It started in 2004. Jack had a phone that was a 2007 phone, not a 2004 phone. So that was a big deal, like on the internets during that episode, where they were like, "That phone is too new. That phone is too new. It must be a flash forward." And then it was.
I do remember
Anyway,
that.
yeah, Joe Montero was one of those people. He was
Right, because I think we were living together at the time.
We were.
And I was like, what crazy nerd things are you talking about?
And Joe was very excited that he had called it.
That's true.
Let's see. The iPod Mini.
Oh, wow.
20 years old. And they don't make them anymore, but I still have my red one upstairs because I can't sell it. Nobody wants it. So
That's fair. The Smithsonian might want it in another 5 years.
I should put in a time capsule.
Yeah.
And be like, this is from 20 years before the year this was buried. Here's a 70-year-old thing.
Oh,
the
iPod
iPod photo. The first iPod to have a color screen.
Wow.
Oh, and look at those old school earbuds.
Oh my God. I still have those too.
The AirPods. Oh my God.
Old
what
what
year is it?
Those headphones.
Yeah.
Those earphones. Because they came with whatever I had.
Yeah.
And again, I don't throw things out. So
they were identical, so they had to have the little R and the little L on them.
Yes. And they still didn't stay in your ears.
No, they super didn't.
I remember the Live Strong bracelets. That aged well. Uggs.
Right.
I may have said this before on the podcast. I don't remember. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. What I've never understood about Uggs, which I think of as uglies, the fashion has like whatever. I'm less opposed to them on. Like I have a lesser of a visceral reaction because now I do really believe in comfort over fashion. But they're not waterproof. What's the point of having winter boots?
Are they not?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I've never
understood.
I think you can treat them so that like they won't stain quite so bad. But yeah, they're very warm, but I think, if you live at a slushy place, they're not terribly practical.
Like they're to keep your feet warm, except if you live in a place that's actually cold and what?
You can a cold place that is not also wet.
Well, I mean, a cold place that doesn't get snow. Like what?
Yeah, a cold place that doesn't get snow.
A place you would need snow boots, but that doesn't get snow. What?
So New York City for the past 2 years.
I just don't understand.
700 days. We're going like 700 days of no snow.
Wow. You didn't have snow yesterday or whatever this weekend?
I mean, not enough to really.
Okay.
It snowed a bit, but like it didn't stick.
Okay.
So yeah, I think the streak has, I don't know if they counted it. I assume they did. So it's like the streak has been broken. But like before the storm, it was like, oh, we've been like 700 days without snow. Yeah. Wild, right?
Yeah. That's crazy. That is wild. Quickly moving on. The Simple Life. That old chestnut of a TV show. Da Vinci Code.
Wow.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I didn't even realize that this happened. McDonald's got rid of supersizing.
Yeah, they felt a little cultural pressure, I think.
I had no idea that shows you how often I've been to McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, Shake Shack opened its first location. I just walked by that location this weekend.
I remember that actually when that opened up. That was like a big deal.
Yeah, man, those cheese fries still, they get me every time. They're so good.
This one is wild to me. The original Star Wars trilogy was released on DVD for the first time. Wow. Howard Dean's Scream. Remember when he did that thing that was really not a big deal, but it.
Oh yeah, it became like for memes.
Yeah. Ashley Simpson's lip syncing scandal.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Are you wowing Ashley Simpson or?
I am wowing about Ashley Simpson. Apparently that moment was not such a big moment for you.
No, it was kind of a big moment. I remember her jig when she just kind of gave up.
Yeah. I missed that
entirely. And that's how I know you weren't a theater kid, Ashley Simpson.
Right.
Because a theater kid would have made the most of that moment.
Indeed.
Nipplegate, the halftime show. That was 20 years ago.
Wow, that was 20 years ago.
That is wild.
Uh-huh.
And as they say on this list, Justin Timberlake would go on to throw her under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Oh, the Friends finale was 20 years ago. Wow. The most watched show of the entire 2000s.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, Hey Ya by Outkast was #1 song in the country.
Wow. I love that song. That was a fun song. Is it problematic now? I don't think I've heard it in a long time.
I hope not.
I've never really done a close listening to the lyrics.
I sure hope not.
Cool. Let's see. Sex and the City's finale.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, the
Lost.
Killers,
There we go.
Mr. Brightside.
I do like that song. The Lost premiere was 20 years ago, speaking of. And Desperate Housewives. They premiered on the same day, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they did.
I don't know.
Peter Jackson won 3 Oscars for Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. We rewatched all 3 Lord of the Rings movies over Christmas as well.
Wow.
Love them. Love them so much. We did the standard version. I'm doing extended cut next year. I'm going to commit myself to all 25 hours of television.
Wow.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes. I forgot about that movie, except for the fact that what's his face from this season of Survivor, Drew, looks exactly like him. No, there's gifs online of people comparing Napoleon Dynamite
it's fair.
tits to him, and it really is quite something.
It's fair, yeah.
Vote for
which means that basically he wasn't born yet when Napoleon Dynamite came out.
Probably.
Almost. I mean, like 3 years.
Almost. He was like a baby.
Yeah.
Vote for Pedro. I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
Speaking of, that was a very funny moment during the Golden Globes when Kieran Culkin won. So now he wets the bed, has won a Golden Globe. And he stopped his speech in the middle and he was like, "Suck it, Pedro." Because he beat Pedro Pascal out for Best Actor because he was up for The Last of Us. And Pedro Pascal was really funny because he did like this. He started laughing, realized the camera was on him, and then went like, ooh, like a fake cry, like big fake cry face. It was really funny.
Yeah, it was cute.
Let's see. God, Britney Spears married K-Fed 20 years ago. That also feels like it was before that. Look at that. Barbie and Ken announced that they broke up after 43 years together. And Barbie moved on to a new boyfriend, Blaine, an Australian surfer.
Oh, yeah.
I missed that.
I just remembered at this very moment reading this. It's like, oh, right.
I remember they broke up, but I don't remember the surfer dude. And he did not make it into the movie.
No.
Why
did they break up? Were they just trying to make Barbie happen again?
Probably.
I don't know. But looking at that, if I was going to cast this Cali guy surfer, Matt Bomer all the way. That dude, that doll looks like Matt Bomer.
Hold on.
The guy from White Collar.
Googling Matt Bomer.
Beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
Sexy man.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
The Notebook was released 20 years ago.
And Mean Girls.
And Mean Girls. Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were both released in the same year.
I didn't either. That was like the year of McAdams.
Yeah, so 2004, kind of a banner year, turns out.
Right?
Okay, I gotta close this.
I gotta close this too because we gotta move on. All right, it's been we're running long in the tooth here. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's do this quick. The fan on
my computer is like my computer is melting.
My battery is dying. Okay, Mandy, email from Mandy.
I can read it. Okay. Mandy writes in about Barbie. Hey, broads. Happy New Year. When you covered Barbie months ago, I had a few things going on. The weekend Barbie was released, the girls and I planned to go see it in theaters. Then Mr. Mandy was admitted to the hospital, which turned out to be an extended stay. Then me being his caregiver for weeks, the girls and I never got around to seeing Barbie in theaters. Now, over 5 months later, Mr. Mandy returned to work last week. Yay!
Yay!
Lighter duty than his previous role for now. That's good. And since he works second shift, the girls and I get to watch all the things we put off watching because he may not enjoy it as much as us. First up was Barbie. It was amazing and we all loved it. Maddie enjoyed listening to the podcast and hearing your thoughts. Oh, hey, Maddie, hey. Colleen's Halloween costume finally makes sense and was so freaking awesome.
Why, thank you.
Turns out after I told Mr. Mandy we watched it, he said he wanted to see it. Now we have a reason to watch it again.
Yay!
Hooray!
Awesome. We also watched My Life with the Walter Boys on Netflix, and it was cute if you're looking for a mindless show. Mandy, let me tell you, when I was sick a little while ago, I binged the shit out of that show.
So it's good.
So you also thumbs up it?
again, as she says, if you're looking for a mindless show,
it's your kind of mindless.
Go for it. Yeah. It's the story of a city girl who, unfortunately, her family dies and she becomes an orphan. This is like very. It's funny, like the elements when you break it down like that. It's like, oh, this story has been told before. Anyway, she goes to live with this family that's like, for some reason, her godparents, even though they're not actual like blood relatives, and they have all these children, including a couple of hot boys. Listen, she goes from New York City girl goes to Colorado.
Oh my. It's very Hallmarky.
It does sound. I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Yes. So she has to, she's grieving, and then there's all these boys everywhere. So
nice.
Great. Mindlessness ensues. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah.
Okay. I will have to hopefully remember to check it out.
It's like, it is the perfect thing if you are like at home sick, Colleen. I should have recommended it to you when you were.
That's okay. I was watching Lord of the Rings.
There you go.
Oh, and then Reacher came back, so that's been fun. Love Reacher. Okay, and we finally have an email from Andy, an update.
All right. This new year in Andy's virginity. Hey, broads, Happy New Year. Wish I could give you some big update, but it is the usual feedback that I spent New Year's Eve alone, and could anyone possibly guess what my big resolution is 20 plus years in running? I know I've been in a rut for a while, so another year passing hits a little different. That and this year, I also am feeling a lot of anxiety for where things may be going. So I guess whatever my resolutions are, they should be to try to exert a little more control in my life, look for job postings, make a couple healthier choices in my life, and put myself out there.
Definitely the job postings thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree with all of that. No change in the new person, which is good. I wish she had a little more confidence in herself. I haven't told her anything about all the disasters before her beyond vague hints that she's better than they were. Well, this at least puts me in a better position to leave, since she can handle things while I'm gone. Also, not your responsibility to, you can just find a job that will make you happier and go.
Exactly.
But, that neither here nor there. That's about it for me. I hope your new year is off to a great start, whether it be yoga, reading, better sleep, or other things. Hashtag New Year's with hers, Andy.
Aw. Couple of things, Andy. First of all, it's interesting that you mentioned your coworker. You wish she had a little bit more confidence. You can help her with that.
Yep.
Yeah. Give her, like, it's nice that you're giving her like sort of vague comments about how she's better, but just give her like an outright compliment, or like feedback with, like, don't make it weird, but just like, people appreciate that shit. It's really nice to hear. Just like an honest piece of positive feedback can have a huge impact, and it will make you feel good too.
Exactly.
And maybe you guys can become like better friends.
Yes.
I'm not mean like dating friends, but like just friends.
But just it's nice to have a work buddy.
It really is.
It really does. It makes the day go by better.
Yep. Gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
To come into work.
Yeah.
Also, thanks for the wishes for the good year so far. I have been doing the yoga with Adrian.
Me too.
I've been doing it also with Brian Not Brain, and we've been like texting back and forth.
Oh, no way.
What? Yeah. You guys are texting about it? I want in on that.
I'm gonna text
a thread. I am one video behind, but I will catch up.
Hey, that's fine. I'm gonna text you right now to start a new thread with the three of us.
Yay! I'm in.
And so that's been fun. I've been loving it. Have you been liking it so far, Amanda?
I have. I think the length is also like, I've been liking the shorter length, because then it's like I can also squeeze in like 10 minutes of cardio and still be within my like 30-minute window of exercise time in the morning. Nice. So it's been easier to do them every day because the videos have been short.
Yeah, no, I super appreciate the like 20 to 23 minutes.
Yeah, like, it's perfect.
Yeah, I was so sore last night from from the core video, like
the
a
core
whole
video
day,
was
but
great.
I
I
bookmarked
did
it.
that
I
one
was like, I need to do that like
this morning or yesterday. No, it was yesterday. Because what it was day 6.
It was day 6, and I felt it like a full day. Like, you know how usually like you feel it the next morning.
Yeah.
If you like do a core work or something, but I felt it last night. I was like, oh, and I think I kind of still feel it. It was good.
It was beautiful.
But short enough that I could realistically do it again.
Yeah. But
Like
it's like,
on
I
my
like,
own.
yeah. And it's like, I like that. Yeah. Anyway, long in the tooth, right? But I'm on the special text thread now. We can talk about this later.
Yay!
Awesome.
So Andy, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Here's looking at you, guy.
Yes.
Yes. And, thank you to Maggie for that list. I don't think we properly thanked her. Thank you. That was awesome.
Yes, thank you, Maggie.
Oh my gosh.
And Mandy, thank you for the recommendation and saying my costume was awesome, because it was.
Yes.
And we're glad to hear that Mr. Mandy is doing better.
Yes. Okay. I think that is it for the show. Welcome back, everybody, to the year of the cat, rat, and what did I say? Pluto.
Yeah.
Pluto's
Yeah.
in Sagittarius or something.
Yeah, something. Pluto in Aquarius.
Great.
Yeah. So may this year be, I don't know, very Pluto-y in Aquarius or something. I don't know. Whatever it is. Cheers. Okay, whatever. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening. Give us your feedback next week for Ghost and Casper. Super excited to talk about those 2 movies. Super excited to watch them. If you have any feedback about anything that we talked about tonight, or anything you want us to talk about, if you have an Am I the Asshole or a relationship question or just a life question in general, thebroadcasters3@gmail.com. Give us a call 331-276-2373. We will be happy to talk to you. All right. Thanks to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute a certain level, and that'd be Eckhart, Rigner, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with a Plan, and Ed the Creepy Poopy Head Mailman. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/JaneJack. That helps all the shows out on the network. At the moment, it is just us and the Rumblecast After Dark, but starting in February, Survivor will be back, and I think The Amazing Race. I don't know. There'll be other things starting up in February again, which, let's be honest, that's going to be here before we know it.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
And the real question will be, will my calendar be ordered before February?
Oh, yeah. We got to order a calendar, too. Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, everybody, thank you so much. We will talk to you soon. On that note, my name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.